Welcome. In front of me I have the DJI Mic Mini 2, and I'll be going over unboxing along with a quick look at the microphones themselves and give you my first impressions of it. Okay, so let's just get straight into this. There we go. Took a little bit more fiddling around. So I do like DJI's pull tabs that they do. You can just yoink this and easily open it up. I am gonna actually quickly lower down the exposure just so I'm not blinding you with just this whiteness, but anyway. So nothing else in here. Get some stickers, just the typical DJI stuff. We have quick start guide, a safety guidelines, and whatever crap, and then the pouch with everything inside here. So just actually get out everything. Okay, I think that's everything. Now just to flip it inside out, as you can see inside here we got a zipper, so you can have a pouch right here, and then on the other side we got these shallow pockets, and that's about it. So let's start off with the actual charging case with microphones. There we go. Oh, okay. I had a little bit of a brain moment because it's considering that it's missing something, but this one is the USB-C only, so it doesn't have the actual other controller for it, the RT I think it's called. So the one that you can plug in with a cable to your camera, for instance, or to like any kind of hot or cold shoe on a camera. Anyway, apart from that, here we get our magnetic attachments, as these you can see can magnetically attach, and they also have a clip which is removable. Now I genuinely like this specifically just because, number one, it's magnetically attached to the actual mic and it's removable. Now one of the things that I don't like about the Mic Mini, the first one that has this kind of hot shoe, cold shoe controller right here for your volume input, stuff like that, that you can connect with a cable to your camera, as an example, is the fact that these mics that come with the Mic Mini, not the second one, the clip is attached permanently to the microphone, and this then gets attached to the back of the clip itself, and it is not non-removable. Here it is, so it seems a little bit nicer in this kind of design, as since we can get rid of this, so you can have it smaller size and just have the magnet straight attached to this. So I generally like this kind of design more because it takes less space. It's going to be obviously less space, it's going to be less visible, which I would say is something that you probably would want to have. Now we also have this, which I have no clue what that is. Let's quickly take it out. For a moment there I thought that it's like some kind of magnetic plates. Come on. Oh, it is actually a magnetic plate. Okay, I'm not sure what the choice here is for. Oh, you can actually remove this one. Okay. you can swap it out for a darker one if that is something that you want to vibe with. No, I'm just going to keep it as it is. And I'm going to attach this before I lose it. And lastly, we get the cable. Now this is Type-C cable for charging only, I would presume. Though you could potentially use it to charge your phone, as we do have a pass-through USB-C on the actual dongle. And then you got pop filters, 2 of them. There we go. And they just clip onto the mic like so. And one of the nice things is, smack it in here, and you can still close it without a problem, so they don't get in the way. And lastly, we have a space right here for the cable, though not this one. It's more for the headphone jack one, which cool that there is space for it, but it's not like you can use it because this specific model doesn't come with anything that you could use the headphone jack for, or neither the headphone jack itself. Now, like I said, if you had the whatever we have right here, however they're calling it, then you could use this. You could pair it into this one instead and forego this. One of the things that I genuinely kind of dislike about this is that it's going to be Type-C, and it does, I believe, require their application. So you have to plug it into a phone. Let's grab one right here. And I'm not sure if it's going to pop it up automatically. But can I use it without it? Let's see. So I just want to type. Come on. Can I now actually type, please? Thank you. There's no voice recorder. You know what? I know how I can do this. Just take this out. We should have a light show up. I'm gonna take this off. Oh, make sure you also remove these for charging purposes, obviously. Okay, so it looks like it's on, and there we go. So this looks like the second one, as it's now connected to it. You can see the TX2. So I think it's connected. Now let's see if we use something like not apparently this. Okay, you know what? I know how I can check this out then. Let's grab my phone. So my phone actually has the DJI application installed, so hopefully it won't open up. Okay, so it wants to open it up, but you know, I'm just gonna go cancel, boop, and I'm gonna search for a voice recorder. So this is the voice recorder, and let's quickly check. So I'm going to be very quiet. I'm just going to be tapping on this to see if it's picking up the sound from the phone or this right out of the box. One, two, 1, 2. Test. Okay. So keep in mind this is not using the application, so it looks like it works without it right away. My phone, at least Samsung here, detects it right away that it's there's a microphone plugged in, as this is basically what it is, and it automatically uses that input instead of just a normal mic that is built into the phone. Let me just unplug it. We're gonna save it whatever, doesn't really matter, and recorder. So it seems to be working pretty good. Did it pause? Let's see. Stop playing. There we go. So out of the box, it works fine. You don't need anything apparently. which is really great. I do like the fact that you don't need to get the DJI application. I do have it installed on my device, but it's not required. And therefore, you can just plug it into any kind of Type-C device, start using it. And yeah, that's pretty good. Now you can obviously have two different mics, and from what I remember, though I could be wrong about this, keep that in mind, as I did check some of these DJI mics, you can have two different tracks on it. So you can have the left and right kind of between these two, and you can also, in their application though, keep in mind you have some additional features in there, so you can set up basically a backup track. So you'd be, I believe, needing to use both of these, and it would be recording through both, and one of them would be your main track used for whatever purposes you have, while the second one would be several decibels lower as a backup track. If you ever were to peak this one, you can always fall back on the second one, which is a pretty nice feature. At least I think that's what the DJI Mic 1 even had, so I assume this one has it as well. Other than that, I'm pretty sure you can buy the addition for whatever we have right here with the Type-C or Lightning, whatever you have to smack in right here for connecting to your cameras and other accessories that would, instead of Type-C, use like a microphone or just like a headphone jack, the 2.5 millimeters or whatever the size is. So you have versatility out of the box with this, and you can add additional ones by just adding the additional accessory, which you have space for out of the box in the case. And actually, talking about the case itself, it seems to be, at least on the first glance, I don't have with me the Mic Mini that I have, but out of the box it seems like it's about the same size as the Mic Mini case. It just has a label, Mini 2. And inside it's a little bit differently laid out, as for the Mic Mini the 1, or whatever you want to call it. This specific thing is spaced symmetrically, and there's no space for this whatsoever. Instead, you have two of these. So one is for Type-C, which in there you have the little attachment that you would put into this little receiver right here. So you can plug it in using either Type-C, Lightning port, which would be here instead, or using the mic like cable. So those are the little differences that are between these two. And other than that, it seems about the same. So there you go. That's everything that is in the box. I'll take a quick little test. And honestly, this is probably one of the better options you can get. There are most likely, or most certainly not likely, cheaper options that you can get on the market, like Holy Land, which does offer also very small microphones for lower price. But when it comes down to it, I feel like the DJI actually offers a pretty good price. And there is one extra thing. So if you have a Sony camera, as an example, or any DJI like action cams, this will be much better option for you over the something like Holy Land or literally any other brand. So for Sony cameras, you can buy a hot shoe. So for the camera, you can just swap that in, and if you have the receiver right here, you can just also plop that in, and you have a permanent kind of connection to it, and it draws power from the camera, which is freaking fantastic. While when talking about action cams from DJI, you don't even need this. These cameras can automatically connect directly to the action camera as long as it's DJI. So that gives you nice versatility and simplicity. So you can use this at any point. Just whip out your action cam, have these on you, connect them using the connection button right here strictly to the action cam, and you're good to go. This can only be done with the DJI action cams and none other ones. So if you already have those, this is a no-brainer. Though, if you don't know, just heads up, you can actually get just the mic. You don't need to get the entire kind of package with the case or anything else like that. You can just buy the microphone itself, as if you have the DJI action cam, all you really need is the mic. And you can charge them. They come with this little tiny little dock that you smack in there because you don't have the charging case. And that could potentially be a much better option for you, which would be also cheaper, as you might not need everything that is right here. You just might want the microphone, which is all you would really potentially need with an action cam. So you could look for that. And they do sell them obviously separately as a standalone package. So anyway, with that being said, I hope you found this very helpful. And if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.